We're gonna go live on Instagram. Are we? No, it never works for me for some reason. Okay, one more time. Okay. Checking my connection. Okay. Hi Instagram. Hi, this is Lunchtime Stand Up with Kate Sky. Welcome. Happy Friday, everyone. I might be just talking into the void because no one's joining. But that's okay. We're gonna wait and see who else is coming. Let's see. Okay, this is on. What am I sharing? Let's see. I'm sharing just my screen over there. Okay, there's me. Alright, let's do that. Ooh, happy Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday. I don't know, for some reason I'm like feeling a little bit down today. I don't know why. I wonder if it's related to me turning a certain number on Monday. I don't know. I should be happy, right? It's my birthday. I'm gonna do something fun. All right. We are going to have a fun Friday live coding thing, explanation of something I want to share. If somebody joins and learn something, that would be great. Otherwise, the recording is going to be saved for my lovely niece to watch later. Okay. Hi, Coder. Somebody joined me on Instagram. Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining. How's your Friday going? So on my live here, before we start coding, we talk about wins and struggles. So if you have something to share, I haven't shared anything yet because there was no one here. But we're going to be over at Twitch and YouTube, whichever one you prefer. I think we're going to talk about property binding and event binding in Angular. I think it's one of those topics, it's one of the first topics that we learn when we start learning about Angular. And sometimes it's confusing, at least for me it was, because I'm coming from the backend C# and all that, and didn't really have to use that much in MVC world for .NET. So we can kind of just like dive into that once we're done with chatting on Instagram. So what are you up to, Coder? Mahdi? Anything fun? I'm actually, we had a fun fireworks celebration last night at in my hometown where I'm at right now. There was a graduation from the high school, which is right behind my house, and it was so awesome. It was like really, really grand. Hi, Antonia Festini. How are you today? Thank you for joining. So yeah, so the fireworks was really, really awesome, and my kids were all like jumping around, and but today is Friday, and wrapping up my work for the weekend, and just going to relax, spend time with the family as usual. Who's in my Twitch right now? I wonder, because we are going to switch over to our presentation where we're going to talk about property binding, event binding in Angular. And the reason I wanted to talk about it, because I know my beautiful niece is learning that right now. So it's going to be for her. And if anyone else is there to watch this, yay for me, right? Okay, so let's see if anyone else. Actually, there's Friday social happening. I think I'm gonna miss it again because I want to do this live on Twitch as promised. So maybe we'll wrap up really quick, and it's not gonna be like a long one today. All right, so Instagram. Switch over to Twitch. We're gonna do a little live coding there, and thank you for joining. And hopefully, I'll see you on Monday. Yeah, Monday. Monday, I'm off from work for my birthday. So if you want to wish me happy birthday, jump on my live on Monday, and we'll probably do something really quick before I head over to celebrate my birthday. I am doing a recording, I think at 1 o'clock, so right before the podcast recording, I can do a live. All right, so thank you so much. Instagram, going offline, and then we'll do Twitch stuff. Okay. I gotta put something, otherwise I lose my recording. I'll just do 6. Is it a 5? It's a 6-4, right? Yeah, today's 6-4. Okay. All right, that's done. So, let's see here. Where is our... I actually had an update on my Mac. So all my windows closed, which is fine. So let me open my VS Code. And I use the Insider's version. Okay, where did it go? Ooh. I don't know if you probably... Okay, so you can actually see my screen behind my face there. Okay. So let me change to make this a little bit smaller. And then we'll talk about property binding in Angular. Okie doke. So if you are looking at Angular IO, Okay, so let me share this first. Let's see. So we're gonna look at this documentation. What happened? I didn't switch. Hold on, I didn't switch this yet. So I need to do this. Okay, a little better. I want to make sure my sound is good. Let me check my sound really quick. Okay, it's not too bad. All right, so template syntax. So if we scroll through this documentation, the first one is interpolation. So let's look at that first and do a quick example of what is interpolation in Angular. Because it's a fancy word, but it's the most common way of showing variables inside your template. So yesterday we created this component called test component, where we were looking at the dependency injection example. So we still have that, but we'll just play with it because actually let me think about this. So this component doesn't show up anywhere. So let's go ahead and show this on our main screen inside our app component HTML, and we'll get rid of some of these, some of this code, and show our app test component, and we'll just show really quickly what is interpolation. So in our test component, we're going to define a variable. Let's call it message, and we'll give it a value. Hello. Hello. Hello, live people. Okay, so right now we have a variable. It's of type string because we gave it a value, and so TypeScript will know to make it a string. So if you actually hover over, you can see it's a string. Okay, so now if we head over to our HTML, and we'll create a paragraph tag, and we want to show that message here. The way to do that in Angular is we do double squiggly brackets, and we put our message here. Okay, and now when we do our ng serve, our message should appear inside of our HTML page. So this is string interpolation. It's whenever you have squiggly brackets inside your HTML tags, right in between, like that. And we are going to open our browser and just show it. So this is a string, okay? And we're going to do another example of string interpolation with an object. Hi, Dasha. I'm tempted to see how Angular Friday socials go. I know. Let's just do this string interpolation really quick, and then we'll switch over there because I want to go there too. And then we'll do really quickly. We'll do property binding because I know you were talking about learning about this. So let's open our. You know, Friday socials are always fun, especially if you can bring a beer to the Friday social, right? Okay, so here's our hello live. This is our property. So our variable, let me see, I gotta blow this up. It's too small. Okay, so here's a test component, okay? It's at 1. I thought it was at 12. Because I already got my calendar. All right, anyways, so here's our string interpolation. Let's do the object really quick, just so we know how to do an object. So let's just say we have customer, and then we'll do an object, and then a customer has a name. Is Dasha name, and we have address. Don't worry, I won't give your address to anyone. 1 Main Street. Okay, so we have 2 properties on this object. Let's make it pretty. Ooh, it doesn't have a. Okay, that's fine. Why don't I have my formatter set up here? That's fine. So now we have an object, and it has a name and an address, and we just created it on the fly. So now let's go to our HTML, and the way to show an object is same thing. You would do double squiggly bracket, and this is just one of the ways to really quickly. Okay. Oh, your interview's at 1. Cool. That's nice. So happy for you, yay! So really quick, we're gonna show this customer, and our customer has all these properties on it, but let's just show the whole object on our screen by doing a pipe into using a pipe called JSON. So let's do that. If we can switch over to our, so check this out. I mean, it's not the best looking object here, but all of the properties are interpolated into our HTML with that pipe, or we can do something like this. We can actually do a name. And minimize this a little bit so we can tab. I can't tab to my, come on. Okay. So there's your name. Okay. And then we can do, address. Okay. Very, very simple, but you gotta, okay. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, there it is. Okay, there's our address. Okay. That's good. So we are on. Really quick, next thing is the actually property binding. So this is interpolation. So I hope you understand what interpolation is. So now let's say we have an input. Okay, input. Ooh, what did I do here? Okay, input, and it's called name string. Okay, and doesn't like name because we already have name. What's the problem? Title. Can't spell title either. Where's our input? What's wrong with our input? What's it complaining about? Has no, oh, okay. Our strict typing is here. All right, let's just give it an empty string, just so it doesn't complain. All right, so now we created this input variable. Cause button, no, an option to have 2 pages. And if you click and hold the green code button, I'll give you options to have 2 pages side by side. All right, Dasha. Next, I gotta practice this. I get you. Maybe do I want to do side by side? Probably do want to do side by side. So click and hold the green button and give you option to have 2 pages. Okay. Which one? Which button? Tell me again. Oh my God. I'm so bad at this. The struggles of having a Mac and never working on it. Okay, so I can do like, I don't want to lose the space, so I don't want to side by side. I just want to be able to, if you click and hold it. Yeah, the thing, oh, I see what you're saying. So this is full screen, and this is like this. But why it's not, when I do Command Tab, I'm expecting like for it to switch, but it doesn't do that on my other monitor for some reason. But it's fine. Let's go over this really quick, and then we're done, because I want to go to Friday Social, just like you do. All right, so we're going back to our component here, app component, and right here we can pass in square brackets. We can pass our little title, and we can give it a value. And if we put a value like this, it's actually not going to work. And do you know why? Because right now we're using attribute binding, and attribute binding, when you do it in the square brackets, is expecting a variable, and we're giving it an actual string. So if you put it in single quotes like this, then it's gonna use it as a value inside the single quotes, and it's gonna actually work. So let me show you. And what and how to, like, I don't like when people do this. If they want to actually send a value like this, then they need to get rid of the square brackets, and now you can actually assign a value like this. Okay. we didn't actually interpolate that value onto our HTML. So let's do that. Let's get rid of all that. Let's put a title into the message. Okay. String interpolation, again, with property binding. So there's a test title, okay? All right, so just watch this again. So if we want to actually pass a variable, we're going to put in square brackets. So let's just do test title. Let's create a variable inside our app component and actually do and assign a value here. Title. Okay. So now our test title is a variable, and now we can pass it with a property binding as like it looks like an attribute, but it's really a property binding. But you put a variable, you put an actual variable here. So that is, if we switch over really quick into our Angular template syntax, what the heck is it? Okay, getting there. I need to. Okay, here we go. So that's the property binding. Set properties of target elements and directive. So with input decorators. So we did this. Let's click on that really quick. So here's your example, but I'm sure you read this, but I wanted to actually explain the difference between passing a value as if you had a variable, or if you actually want to send this hard-coded string. So this is how you do it. You actually put like my string. You can do it like this. So never do this. I just don't like when I see this and people putting single quotes around it like this. That means you don't understand the difference between square brackets and not having square brackets. Not having square brackets means you can assign actually an actual value to it. Having square brackets is you are telling it to go ahead and figure out what kind of value inside that variable is. Okay, so that's that. So I think we can wrap this up because I think it's good enough for today because it's Friday. I want to have an easy day. And good luck on your interview today. I'm sure you're going to do great. Take a deep breath, exhale, inhale, exhale, and I'm sure you're going to do great no matter the result. Okay, honey, I love you, and I will see you at the Friday Social.